Yo, what's up guys, and welcome back to another Anime Souls video. So, we're on the main account, and I think today's video doing something a little different. Since the game is ending, I figured why not just go spend everything I have, go spin for the best. I guess we already have the best passive and curse, but go spin for the best magic essence, spirit orb, red eye. Since that stuff doesn't matter anymore, we can go do that, and we can also talk about the future of this game, or rather, the new one, Anime Souls X. So let's head over to 29 first. But I think that the Anime Souls X, I've been talking to the devs a little bit, but I've been talking to the community a lot, and a lot of people think it's going to be like the same game, just like remade, and I really don't think so. And the reason I don't think so is because the dev team has had many other games besides just Anime Souls that have come out that were popular. They have had like two or three other games that had like 50 million plus visits. Like they've had pretty big games. So, and none of them have been like the same or anything. But I think this game, the Anime Souls X, is gonna take away all the best parts from Anime Souls, and maybe it'll take away like the really really heavy grinding, or I mean there's still gonna be some grinding, obviously it's the simulator, but like what like people complain about the most. So how the hero test was at the start, where it took like a week to max it. If they add a hero test, which I don't know if they will. If they do add it, it's going to be like it is now, right? There's going to be no timer for it. You're just going to be able to grind it, get more energy, or whatever the game's stuff is. I think it is energy. I can go check right now, actually. Yeah, okay. I will put up on the screen over here, but it looks like it's souls and energy is what it looks like. The UI looks a bit funky. Honestly, I don't mind it. It looks definitely upgraded from what this is, just a little bit like more, I guess, like graphic, if that makes sense. But there's probably gonna be a lot of the same stuff that is in Anime Souls, like the best parts, right? So like the grimoires and stuff, there might be grimoires, but they will probably have like an auto roll for grimoires, which would be nice. They'll probably have like a bunch of different of the same stuff, or a bunch of the same stuff, but also a bunch of different stuff. So I've been leaving a bunch of suggestions to the devs and everything like that, and I am also going to test the game whenever they come out with it. So Leozim said that he will let me test the game before it comes out. I don't know when the game comes out, but whenever he lets me test it, I probably can't tell you guys I'm testing it, but I would definitely give him some feedback. And I'm also going to do a video, probably in like a week or so, that is just a suggestion video about what the game should be, what the game should have, So people have been DMing me a bunch of suggestions. If you guys want like to leave me suggestions, if they're like good suggestions, the Discord is always open. You can DM me or you can leave it in a comment in this video. But I will be doing a big suggestion video, just going over what I think some good suggestions are. So, one of the ways I left a suggestion, and I've left a couple, is I thought since I've done so many like noob to pros in this game, it was very annoying having to go at like World 15, right? Whenever the game was still relatively easy, and you'd go through and you'd have to kill 40 of these enemies, right? So you'd have to go through and just kill 40 of these enemies just like this. I left the suggestion that maybe there's like a different kind of spin. So like the magic essence while I was just spinning, maybe there's one at like world like 3 or maybe even 1 that is just like a spin. It takes its own currency, and you can spin for like rarities stuff. So you can spin for like a common, uncommon, rare, epic, or mythical, or even like a secret or something like that. And each tier goes up +1 kill for the quest. So I was thinking maybe it goes like common gives you 1, uncommon 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe something like that, or maybe like the mythic gives you 3, and then maybe it'll be like common, uncommon, or common, epic, mythic, or something like that, where the best one gives you like 3 or 5 or something like that. So what that means is, let's say I have to kill 40 of these guys, but whenever I go over and kill him, he gives me 5 points to the quest. I only have to kill 6 of them total, or something like that. Because it is just really repetitive going through worlds, just doing this over and over and over again, especially whenever you like restart the game and like have different accounts that you have to go through. It's just really annoying just doing this over and over and over again. So a cool thing to do would speed it up by some special um, currency spin thing. Another thing that I was suggesting, and I will put this all in a different video, guys. So whenever I make the video, I will use a bunch of your guys' suggestions. I will make like a list about the best suggestions you guys leave me. If you guys leave me a trash suggestion, I'm not going to use it. But I made a couple, and one of them that got 19 votes on was, I said if there's a defense mode, make it faster, especially if someone is on console. You know, you can't like sit there and AFK it for 9, 10 hours to get the max amount of stuff from it. So do like a, just make it faster, you know, make them spawn more, or make them spawn the same, but give more rewards or something like that, you know. And then I also said, if there's a tower, make it faster or make like an auto tower. So if that's like a game pass that you can buy or just implement into the game, if you go into tower, there's like a button down here that just says auto and it just takes you through the tower, just like walking through it on like the track or something, defeating all the enemies and then going to the next world. So you don't have to sit there and manually do it because that is very annoying. And that honestly is probably the reason I never did tower that much was because you had to manually do it and it just took so long. And then the last suggestion I made, and I'm probably going to make a lot more, but what I thought was cool is I've been playing Anime Champions recently, and I was talking to O Trademark about like every simulator at some point at like the very end, whenever you get to like Max World and very powerful, your currency becomes necessarily like basically useless, right? So if I go to the Max World and spin on the best thing that you can spin on, it gives me, it like takes away nothing, right? I've done one um trial and it just doesn't take away from my money at all. I can sit here probably for like 5 years and it won't go down. So I was thinking, I made a suggestion, and it's kind of like what a trademark is trying to do in Anime Champions, is a way that there's a different egg that costs 10 or even like 100 times the amount of the first egg, but it has like more chances of dropping the rarer stuff. And I thought that would be really helpful for free to play as well because you know like the secondary quest especially, you had to hatch secrets and stuff like that, which is really really hard for free to play. So there was something like here and then like this would be zero point 0.1 here, but then this one, like this one is 120 TSX. This one would be like 12 or 120 of the next number, whatever comes after TSX. But it would be like a 1% chance or something to get a mythic and like increased chance of getting a secret. I think that would also be very helpful for free to play, especially. Um, but I'm not too sure. But let's keep going over here and spinning, and I'll talk more about some of my ideas that I could possibly see them doing, especially in the new game. But like I said, a lot of people think it's going to be a copy and paste game, like a money grab. I think they make enough money. They don't necessarily care just about the money. They also want to attract people. So what that means is they're probably not going to give you your game passes back. There's probably also going to be other ones, different ones that do different things, right? But I think that they're going to take it slowly, and they're they might have like if you guys remember, whenever this game first came out, there was like 3 or 4 worlds, I believe, and they were really hard at the time, but it gave people enough of like the feel of the game that they knew that they liked it, right? So people were still sitting there AFK farming whenever there were only 4 worlds. And I think that they're gonna wait a little bit, maybe a couple weeks maybe, to release the game. That way there's like super super big hype around it, and there's gonna be like a million people first day playing. Maybe not like a million, but you know, like a couple 100,000 people playing the first day. Because this game was very, very big back in the day, and people just thought it got repetitive. So if they switched up, they add some new things, they take away some of the stuff that people didn't like, You know, that's why you guys leave suggestions, because they do read all your guys' suggestions. Just some suggestions are dumb, so they don't use it. Oh, I got the time one back. All right, but no dragon thing. But if you guys do let me know your suggestions, because I mean, I don't have any special pull in like to the devs, right? They don't listen to me more than you guys, but I can make a video about it and maybe they'll watch it and get some ideas, you know? So just feel free to leave your ideas in the comments. Let's spin for this right now. I also was thinking there should be a way to like switched up kind of, you know, like there's skills and that's like common, uncommon, blah 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 blah, you know. Every time that I thought that was the best one. Every time that they release a new update, there's the new best mythic skill, right? I was thinking maybe for like mythics and secrets, if there are secret skills, you know, you could upgrade that skill. And what I mean by that is you can like customize it, right? So you can make it faster but do less damage, or slower but do more damage, or maybe even like customize as in give it like fire damage or like tick damage over time or something like that. Like I don't know, like customize it, give players more range to do cool stuff and like build their own character and not just follow everybody else and what they do. So every single update, everybody would just get the best mythic, right? I've been getting that sometimes, so many times. But everybody would just go for the best mythic and that'd be that. You know, they spend for it for the first 10 minutes and they get it, and then that's that for literally 2 weeks until the next update comes out. But maybe you can get like different tokens that you can use to go to like a like this like the hockey thing, but you can put in your skill and like upgrade it and give it custom upgrades and stuff like that. I think that would be pretty cool and give it more like stuff, you know, to like customize your own character and not just have the same stuff as everybody else. I think that'd be really, really cool. And the last thing I suggested as of right now, and let me know if any of these are stupid, because I mean, some of them might be stupid, but I'm just trying to like change it up a little bit, you know, give them ideas to change it up and not just make the same game. But this one's a little bit pay to win, and it's talking about the VIP. So you know how this game's VIP is just absolute garbage. It does nothing. So what this VIP does is, where is it? 20% off when opening for heroes, which is good early game, but after early game, it just is super, super useless. Am I still spinning? It's super, super useless. Okay. That does not matter at all. And it also gives you a chest. What I suggested is that the VIP Game Pass will be buffed. So maybe give the chest more stuff, and like the better you get, the more stuff it gives you, right? So let's say I'm on 32 in this game, okay? And it gives me like the VIP chest gives me a little bit, like maybe like 15, 20, or maybe like 100 enchantments, like you know, like 20 to 30 magic types, you know, couple passive spins, potions, stuff like that. But also maybe whenever I get to like World 33, it starts giving me hockey upgrades, like the special eyes. And then once I get to 34, it adds these in and gives me some of those as well. So it's like a progression thing where the better world you get, the more stuff you get in the VIP chest. Because at a certain point, like at the very, very start of the game, yeah, the VIP chest is nice, but once you get to like World 10, it's just completely useless. And it's like there's no point to even have it. So there's no point to even really buy VIP because it's not very good. But also with that, not just the chest, but maybe give it like a VIP accessory that's always decent. Maybe not like, you know, have it be the best accessory in the game, but kind of how they did the scaling on the secrets. Maybe make it so whenever they make a new world, it's like always a viable option, right? So it's always like okay. So maybe it's like it has, let's say it has like these stats for the pumpkin, right? So it gives like +4 opens, you know, +1 luck. Maybe after a couple updates, it goes like +5 opens, +2 luck, and a little bit of these get better. You know, so it's still like okay. It might not be the best one, but it's still decent. You know, it's still like usable. Or maybe just make like a VIP UGC. That'd be cool too. And also a VIP hero with souls boost. So I'm just trying to like sell the VIP idea because the VIP is just trash. And if they make like a VIP soul guy, maybe it might not be like an amazing, maybe it might not do 2 times, but maybe it does like 1.5 or 1.25 times, something like that. I think that'd be really, really cool because these guys are just really, really nice, and VIP's trash, so maybe it'll make it a little bit better. But I'm gonna sit here and spin for this, and maybe I can get the 0.01% chance. I doubt it. But let me know if you guys have any suggestions. No, DM me in Discord, leave it in my Discord server, like at me, or leave it in a comment because I do read everybody's comments. But I've been thinking about a couple other things. So people always, always, always complained about gold, right? Gold was so hard to get for everybody all the time. You felt like you were just spending all of your gold and never like gaining any back. So maybe they can do something to make it easier with gold. Maybe like a gold event for like the weekend updates. Maybe like a gold event or something like that. Maybe in like time trials, there's a drop boost event, something like that. I have no idea, guys. Just if you guys have any ideas, I'm definitely open and I will definitely make a video with it. Because I think the devs definitely like hearing your guys' feedbacks. Just maybe there's a lot to read, so they can't read them all. Or maybe they do read them all. Who knows? But I know that they definitely do add your guys' ideas sometimes because I added a couple ideas and a thing that has been added. Let's also go to 34. And also, guys, I know random, but I will be making a Noob to Pro series on this, on Anime Souls before the Anime Souls X comes out. So what it's going to be is it's basically going to be like a speed run. How far can I get before Anime Souls X comes out and destroys the accounts? So if you guys didn't know, Anime Souls is closing once Anime Souls X comes out. So I'm going to be making an account and seeing how far I get, what world I get to, how powerful I get before the game like shuts off. But I think that's it for my suggestions. If you guys have any, like I said, definitely share with me and just let me know. A few things though, people keep asking them to convert the game passes. I just don't think that they're gonna do that. Um, I mean, many games have done that. Well, they've not done that. They've made like games that are kind of like their other games. Like Anime Champions is basically Anime Fighters, just a little bit cooler. And yes, that game is technically free to play, but also it makes more money than like every other game. So it doesn't make sense for them to give you the game passes because it's just like a loss for them. People are still gonna buy game passes either way. But maybe they'll give you a special buff for having certain game passes. And what I mean by that is like if you had auto clicker, maybe they might give you auto clicker back actually because auto clicker wasn't really amazing and it's not that expensive, but they're probably not gonna give you fast click if there is a fast click. But maybe they'll give you like certain buffs, or maybe you'll start out the game with like more potions or more buffs because you played this one. Who knows? But maybe they'll do something along the lines of that. But let me just spin all of these and see what we get, and then we can end this video off. And I will be uploading the Noob to Pro for this game, maybe like a day or so after this one comes out. Alright guys, well we did not get that, which is fine. I think that's all we have to spin for, because we already have the best of all this stuff. That doesn't matter. Alright, well, also, at the end of the stream, I upgraded this was 490, I upgraded this to 607. Look how much better this was. If I just did this from the start, whenever I got this, I would have been, like, way up on the leaderboard. Because if we go to number 1, or world 1, I definitely could have been on leaderboard. I don't even have my energy artifact on right now. And yeah, it's only 601 OQN, which is like not like a little, right? But I also never, um, I never even like grinded energy. So I definitely could have been probably probably like top 30 at least. But anyways, guys, that's gonna do it for this little video. If you guys have any suggestions at all about what you guys want to see in Anime Souls X, if it's not like too absurd or too dumb or anything like that, definitely DM me or let me know in the comments, and I will make it and put it in the video so they can see that. But thank you all for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.